Listen up, shoppers. The retail landscape is changing, and not in your favor. Those generous return policies you've come to rely on, they're vanishing faster than free samples at Costco on a Saturday. Major retailers like Amazon, Target, and Walmart are tightening their belts and their return windows. This isn't about making your life easier, it's about protecting their bottom line from the rising tide of return abuse and fraud. Think of it as the retail equivalent of an earthquake. The ground beneath your feet, once solid and dependable, is now shifting. What you thought was a guaranteed right, the ability to return that unwanted air fryer or ill-fitting sweater, is now a privilege, subject to increasingly complex rules and restrictions. This isn't just an inconvenience, it's a fundamental shift in the consumer-retailer relationship. So, buckle up, Buttercup. We're about to delve into the murky world of changing return policies, where the fine print reigns supreme and the customer isn't always right. Get ready to learn how to navigate this new retail reality, because ignorance is definitely not bliss when it comes to your hard-earned cash. Why the sudden crackdown? Well, let's just say some folks have been taking advantage of the system. We're talking about serial returners, folks who treat stores like their personal borrowing closets. Imagine buying a dress for a wedding, wearing it, then returning it the next day. Or purchasing a power tool for a weekend project, using it, and then returning it claiming it's faulty. These aren't isolated incidents, they're widespread practices that are costing retailers billions. Retailers like Home Depot have been grappling with organized groups who purchase stolen tools, then return them for store credit. Target has seen a surge in returns of worn clothing and open beauty products. Amazon, with its vast online marketplace, is a prime target for wardrobing, the practice of buying clothes, wearing them, and then returning them. Even Costco, with its famously generous return policy, has started to crack down on members who abuse the system. These stories aren't just anecdotes, they represent a systemic problem that's forcing retailers to take action. It's the classic tragedy of the commons. A few bad apples spoil the bunch for everyone. The result? Stricter return policies that affect all shoppers, even those who are honest and well-intentioned. Amazon, the behemoth of online retail, is leading the charge in tightening return policies. Gone are the days of carefree returns with no questions asked. Now, returns are subject to stricter scrutiny, shorter return windows, and increased fees. Certain items, like electronics and open software, are subject to restocking fees, and some items, like open beauty products and perishable goods, are non-returnable. The company has also implemented an automated system that tracks customer returns and flags frequent returners. Those who are deemed to be abusing the system may find their accounts suspended or even closed. This is a significant shift for a company that built its reputation on customer service and hassle-free returns. The changes are designed to curb abuse and fraud, but they also create a more complicated and less convenient return process for all customers. This is the price of convenience in the age of online shopping. Target, known for its trendy merchandise and relatively lenient return policy, is also tightening its grip on returns. The retailer has shortened return windows for certain items, increased restocking fees, and implemented stricter guidelines for returning opened or used items. Target has also started requiring customers to present a valid government-issued ID for all returns. The company has also cracked down on receiptless returns. While still possible, these returns are now subject to stricter limits and may be denied altogether depending on the item and the customer's return history. This is a significant change for a retailer that once prided itself on its easy return process. These changes are aimed at deterring return fraud and abuse, but they also create a more cumbersome return process for honest shoppers. Walmart's rollback on lax policies. Walmart, the king of big-box retailers, is also joining the return policy crackdown. The company has shortened return windows for certain items, particularly electronics and seasonal merchandise. They've also implemented stricter rules for returning opened or used items, and some items, like perishable goods and hygiene products, are non-returnable. Walmart has also started using a third-party service to track customer returns and identify potential abusers. Those who are flagged as frequent returners may face restrictions on future returns or even have their accounts suspended. This is a significant shift for a company that has long been known for its relatively lax return policy. These changes are intended to reduce losses from return fraud and abuse, but they also make the return process more complicated for all customers. Tales from the return trenches. The impact of these new policies is being felt by both customers and employees. Customers are frustrated by the increased complexity and restrictions, while employees are often caught in the middle, tasked with enforcing the new rules and dealing with disgruntled shoppers. One customer shared a story of trying to return a faulty appliance to Amazon, only to be told that the return window had expired by just a few days. Another customer complained about being charged a hefty restocking fee for returning an opened but unused electronic device to Target. An employee at Walmart described the frustration of dealing with customers who are angry and confused about the new return policies. These stories highlight the challenges and frustrations that both customers and employees are facing in the new era of stricter return policies. The ripple effect on shopping habits. The changing return landscape is having a ripple effect on shopping habits. Consumers are becoming more cautious about their purchases, knowing that returning an item may be more difficult or even impossible. This increased caution could lead to decreased impulse buys and a greater emphasis on researching products before purchasing. The new policies are also impacting online shopping. Consumers may be less likely to purchase items online, especially clothing or other items that they may need to try on or inspect before deciding to keep. This could have a significant impact on e-commerce retailers, who have long relied on the convenience of online returns to drive sales. The changes in return policies are forcing consumers to rethink their shopping habits and adapt to a new retail reality. Navigating the new return landscape. So, how can you navigate this new, more restrictive return landscape? First, be aware of the specific return policies of each retailer before you make a purchase. Read the fine print, pay attention to return windows, and understand any restocking fees or other restrictions. Second, keep your receipts and original packaging. This will make the return process much smoother and increase your chances of a successful return. Third, consider purchasing extended warranties or return insurance for expensive items. This can provide extra protection and peace of mind in case you need to return an item. By taking these steps, you can protect yourself and avoid unnecessary hassles when returning items. The future of returns, a cloudy forecast. The future of retail returns is uncertain. As retailers continue to grapple with return abuse and fraud, we can expect to see even stricter policies and more restrictions. This could lead to a more frustrating and less convenient shopping experience for consumers. However, there is also the potential for innovation in the returns process. Some retailers are experimenting with new technologies such as artificial intelligence and machine learning to improve the efficiency and accuracy of returns. Others are exploring alternative return methods such as in-store drop-offs and pickups to make the process more convenient for customers. The future of returns will likely be a combination of stricter policies and innovative solutions. A call to arms, know your rights. While retailers have the right to protect themselves from abuse, consumers also have rights. If you believe you've been unfairly denied a return or charged excessive fees, don't be afraid to speak up. Contact the retailer's customer service department and explain your situation. If that doesn't resolve the issue, consider filing a complaint with your state's Attorney General or the Better Business Bureau. It's important to be aware of your rights as a consumer and to advocate for yourself when necessary. Don't let retailers take advantage of you. Know your rights, fight for them, and don't let retailers walk all over you.